All right, so we're back for another look at our app shell parser. So I've added a few things. I changed the name of this struct and changed its types to bytes.buffer. I also changed this to bytes. Now I'm thinking that there's some sort of performance enhancement by using byte slices. If there's not, strings are actually kind of easier to work with, but we'll see how that goes as this plays out. So I added this run function, which just calls parse before head, and that's going to um, basically just get all the information before the opening of the head, and then it's going to call parse head start, and we'll see what prints out right here is going to be basically the rest of the file. And if we wanted to do just print out and see what's in the AST, we'll do plus V. And basically, you're going to see we get a bytes buffer that's the before head content, then the head start content, and we're running this right here. The set head start paths. So that's transforming. If you notice here, we have these template strings, and then that replaces them with the proper path. So I think at that point, I want to actually copy those files over. So we'll just put a to do here. Copy styles to the builder. And this will be copy scripts. And then this will be copy the public. Now we're just kind of doing like a waterfall situation. So really, once we get to the end of the head, we need to do a check here. So if this will be head end now. I think that's what we called it. Yes, head end. Then we know we're going to be in the body start. So parse head start. And actually what we need to do is that'll be our head slot. So we're looking for the head slot, and then we're going to do another function that's parse head slot. And that will be Oh, we messed something up there. Public. Okay. So we're going to do copy that. Parse head start. We're going to be looking for our head slot here. And I'm going to change this to set paths. So if we have paths, after the head slot, we'll be able to kind of work with that. So we're going to say, um, hmm, uh, we'll just call it state. And then we're going to say state's going to be a string. So if the state equals head start, then we're going to do this, else do head end. Okay. And state is already used, so we'll call it head state. And here we're going to be in head start. And then this is actually going to be parse head slot, which is a function we haven't written yet, obviously. We need to just copy that. Put that there. Okay. Okay, and now we need a parse head slot function. And all that's going to do is it's going to return state function, and that's going to be our open body state. It's going to return parse body start, which is a function we haven't written yet. Just comment that out for now. Let's say turn nil, and we'll just do a bounds check. And this is going to be head end actually. And so this will be parse head end. Going to need state dot go to next character, and we're going to basically just eat the template string. So really don't need a parse head slot function. What we probably want to do is say I don't have an eat function yet, but what we can probably do is just say state dot input dot position plus equals the length of the head slot. Just state dot position. So then we'll do return parse head end. And then this will be the parse head end. And we should okay, so that'll be parse body start, and this is going to be cursive. So parse head end there. For now, we're just going to return nil here. This should be enough to just get us kind of what we're looking for if we do so parse head end. Let's see, head. Eat. And then we return parse head end. Let's see if that's being called. Looks like, let's see if we're running this. So print line, say ran, and it did not run. So state.current char, because we're looking for our template string, which is different. So now it ran. And see if we're running this. Ran. Okay. So we know we're running that. So it's not writing anything because we need to. This is head end. Okay, so before head, but now it's head end. Let's see what we get. We should still. Okay, so it's not running out there. Okay, so now we're getting some feedback. All right, so it's printing out the head start twice. So which means I think it was printing there and it was printing there. So if we do head end, we should just get basically the closing tag because of where it's where our template string is sitting. We do not because okay, at this point we need to actually write the actual character there, and then let's see, because it's gonna bail right there. So let's look at that. We just get that because we're just writing writing the one character. Um so should all right, now we should get the ending. Yes, we do. Okay. Um and just for funds, what we'll do is add a script, and so it's going to be script source, change this to script or scripts. I think it's scripts. Yeah, yes. Scripts. Okay. And what did we break? Okay. So we're also going to have to look for set paths in parse head end. So and that should do it. So we'll get our, all right, it eats the scripts entirely. Um, okay. Parsing. This is head end. Okay, what is the scripts var? Scripts. Bring out the head end to the string. So basically set paths isn't working properly. Let's see what's happening in the scripts section. Let's see what we get here. To print out what the stir split is. Source scripts. Okay. But we're not getting any of the other stuff written to this. So maybe this has to be just set paths up here as well. Nope. Then we just get scripts. Okay. All right. That was right. We just need to write head and there. But we're not getting the rest of our characters, which means ah, we have to add our if statements there as well. So all right, so we'll run that again and it should look good. Scripts main.css. And we want scripts.main.js. And we should be injecting our router at some point in here. And I think where we want to do that is right before the head end. So we'll also run inject router. And that is going to, where do we put that? Inject router. This returns this string. So where did we do that? Okay, so and then that needs to be byte slice. Maybe it's a string, so it needs to be that. Okay. So now we should get our router and our JS, and we do. And maybe we'll put a new line character. That's on its own. I guess it doesn't really have to be pretty, so no big deal. But since that's causing error, we'll just take that out. Okay, so now we have the head end. Now we got to do our body start. And I think at this point, you kind of get the point of what we're doing here. So we're going to do the same thing, parse body start, and, then we'll basically eat the body slot, do body end, and it's pretty much going to be the same function. So I think I'm going to call it right here, and we'll pick back up, and it should have a full parsing of our app shell after this. All right, thanks for watching.